30 cuts. If you get 30 cuts, that will be a 5-second time penalty at a post race. If you get 60 cuts for whatever reason, this tiny ass feature, that will be a 10-second time penalty. And if you get 90, that's going to be it. So you will be disqualified. But God help if you get 90 cuts and a race this short. Sachi here. But yes, you can head up to the starting line. Mr. Monaco, if you could hold up and pace, I'll let you race. But just go in the back. We'll have the order Blue Gen, Hachiroku, and then Mr. Monaco for unqualified cars. All right. I think Mr. Monaco is going to have some issues, so we'll start to go without them. If they take a lap, you might be. Yellow flag. If it comes down to Mr. Monaco, it's okay to join the merge on the next lap. You'll be set to the lead lap. So, just maintain order, please. There seems to be a lot of lag spikes going on. If we need to go faster, APK, just pull off. Let these guys handle the pacing. Trust me, these guys know how to pace. I need beige up there. Guys, Hachi, you guys, Hachi, Blue, back off. You guys are in the... Hachi, you're in the back as far as anything should be concerned. Yeah, just let the leaders manage this. They really can, trust me. APK's about to disconnect. Nice. I'm just gonna delete the pace car. Actually, okay. All right. We have one lap to go till we go green. Let's see if our order is good. So Eris is pole, twin second, shuffle, beige. Multi-Beagle do blue gen. Okay, order is good so far. Beagle could be like a slight bit closer. Yeah. That was for Beagle, not shuffle. Make our way through the hairpin. Remember not to pass until you cross the start-finish line. If somebody is particularly slow for whatever reason, I will allow you to pass them. I'm currently having big lag issues. Beige, make your way up. All right, you guys gonna hold 60 here once you're out of the turn. And don't redline, please. Don't redline. Do not redline. You're gonna have a horrible start if you do that. All right. Green flag. That was allowed. Beige had a horrible start. So. Eris is taking the lead so far. We're going to clear the board. We make our way up through the back straight. I'm having a lot of lag, a lot of rubber banding. Hopefully it'll fix itself. So a lot of internet issues. It's just normal on this platform at this point. Twin triple V6 making the move on Shuffle. Closing on Aris Netta. We're going to change all cuts to 0. So we will have a 30 cut limit. Aris Netta loses the lead. She goes wide. That was on her. Shuffle looking up to potentially make up a spot. Meanwhile, Unsung Hero Blue Sonic Gen made the way up to 4th place. Shuffle gets loose on the final turn. It's allowing Blue Gen to carry some speed up on the front stretch. Blue Gen looking at the rear tail. Meanwhile, Calamity in the back of the field between Blue Gen, Beige, and Gohan. Beige, Multi-Beagle Dude side by side. Make their way up the hill on the back straight. Now through the S's. Beige carrying more speed. How's it going to look like in the breaking point? Blue Gen with a drift. Gohan sense not going to work too well for him. Multi-Beagle Dude now looking at the inside of Beige. Gohan runs wide. Again, we have a 30 corner cut limit. Once you surpass that, you will be given a 5-second penalty, so just try to watch your cuts. You can see Twin makes his way across the final turn. On a second lap, he'll be leading this one. Aris Netta about a second behind. We'll watch from the up camera. Seems to be working a little bit better that way. Blue Gen closing in on Shuffle into the hairpin. On the exit now, making their way through Sector 2. Blue Gen just on the rear bumper of Shuffle. Cannot get away from him. Aris Netta closing down the gap for the lead. Meanwhile, the 3-car battle in the back continue on. Gohan at the lead of a Beige 20 in second. Beagle in the back. I'm trying to figure out what's going on in the front, but it's hard to tell because both leaders are jumping around. There's a lot of lag going on there. I think Twin has a bit of a gap built up. Meanwhile, Shuffle's still trying to hold off Blue Sonic Gen where he can. Go to the hairpin. Now the hairpin, Shuffle and Blue Gen side by side across the remove 4 position. Blue Gen is going to clear off a Shuffle on the exit of the corner after the hairpin. Of course, as we run laps down, it will probably get a little bit better lag-wise. Now into the final turn. Shuffle is going to run wide. We must mention again, we are gonna have to watch. We're gonna have to watch cuts there for a couple of drivers. Specifically Cole and Beige, as well as Shuffle. Nearly doubling the amount of cuts. So hopefully it'll become easier as you guys run through your laps. Shuffle and Blue Gen still going out for the podium position. Shuffle losing speed into Sector 3. Down the hill into the final turn to go. And Blue Gen, meanwhile, up in the front. That was a lag spike. I thought Aris is right behind, but actually Twin building up his gap. I don't think I've ever seen a lag this bad. Blue Gen is not moving on the front stretch. He continues to go back. Again, I believe that's my internet, though, if anything. So I apologize for the bad internet. There's not a whole lot I could do about it. Somebody that's like where the server space itself has some bad internet is my best guess. Blue Gen is staying the gap with Shuffle. Meanwhile, Air's net up and there in the front. Has closed down the gap a little bit from Twin Turbo V6. I think the gap now within a second, just barely. Twin and Air is now making their way up through the backstretch chassis into the hairpin and out of it once again. Air's has left a little bit of that gap, a bit more room to Twin. Meanwhile, Blue Gen's gonna go wide. Shuffle carrying more speed, does probably the best sets that we've seen out through the hairpin. The two side by side for the podium spot once again. Minor has been real rough. Gonna beige and shuffle, watch your cuts. You guys have 20 to go. And shuffle losing a lot of speed. Meanwhile, in the back, Montepico do beige. I think side by side into turn one. It's hard to tell. Thanks, Pico and Beige crossing over. So there's a big lag spike. Get back going. Shuffle hitting the barrier hard. They lose a bunch of positions. They hit it again. And unfortunately for them, they're all the way from third to the last. An unfortunate mistake for Shuffle. I'm not quite sure what happened. It's not usually, I mean, he lost easily 20 seconds off of that. What the heck? I'm not sure what happened for Shuffle at that exact moment, but meanwhile, Beige and Beagle now fighting it out for the top 5. I bet if I rejoin this lag would get better, so let me do that. Hopefully nobody disconnects in the time that I'm reconnecting, but we'll see. Oh, sorry. It's supposed to be a 20-lap race. And is there anyone in the field that is missing is the question. Actually might have helped. I'm not exactly entirely sure yet. Twin making his way across the front stretch. 10 laps to go. We are halfway home. I think third place is Gohan, believe it or not. It's Blue Gen. But fourth place is Gohan, so all the way from the back to fourth is a relatively strong performance for him. Meanwhile, how's Shuffle doing? So Shuffle closing in on Beige and Beagle. I have a feeling Adopt Me had an update. It's just as bad before as it was after. I'm not sure why. Maybe it could be Mr. Monaco for all I know. It might get a little bit better as the field spreads out, though. I could see that in the front between Twin and Eris, neither of them had any major lag spikes. I shouldn't say anything, though. How about Beige Beagle? No major action as of now, although Shuffle potentially reining in to at least take a couple spots back by the end of the race. You know, I just love how whenever like there's an actual race going on, we just happen to have like the Wars during that possible going. Like, not quite sure why that is, but yeah. No, it's actually there's like virtually none. Like surprisingly, there's virtually no lag at all. So I'm really not sure. Main thing going on here though, in the race, Shuffle closing in on Multi Beagle Dude, so the GMG machine, closing in on the California native. Oh, but he's going to overcook it. Those efforts have been lost for the time being. So this race has gone pretty roughly for Shuffle. Guess we'll report the lead. So cut-wise, there's two people that are at somewhat of a risk. Beige with 14, you're nearly halfway there. Blue Gen also closing in. Shuffle at 16, so you're over halfway to the cut limit. So fortunately over halfway to the end of the race, but do watch yourself. Twin's been running relatively clean, although they have 12 cuts. Eris with the cleanest run. If I remember the time, and Eris is one of the more cut heavy drivers out there in the field, but things seem to have changed as of recently. I remember her getting disqualified from the Le Mans race back in 2021. She had too many cuts and I think DNF'd on the last couple of laps. With Songshan actually starting to close in on Eris Netta. Not quite within attack range yet, but Eris is going to probably have to hold him off by the end of the race. Perhaps some big mistakes have been made off screen. It's hard to tell with all the jumping around and just overall. And meanwhile, Beige and Multi Beagle closing on each other again. Shuffle just gonna have to rein what it can for the time being. But next time by, we'll be seeing 5 laps to go. We're in the last quarter of the race, basically here. Jack Ayres here, out of all people. Like, nice to see. Good looking nets it there for Multi Beagle closing in on Beige 20. How about up there between Eris and Blue Gen? Nothing yet, so we'll be watching this battle in the back. Drew the S's to go into the breaking point. Beige and Beagle into the hairpin. And Beige is going to get a bad exit. Here's Multi Beagle Dude right on the rear bumper. Again, a lot of heavy lag spikes going on. Again, I really don't know what's causing them. We didn't see these issues last week. They're the exact same cars, so it's a server side issue of sorts. Eris Netta has 2 seconds, but meanwhile up there in the lead, or up there in the 5th place battle, Beige and Beagle side by side into turn number 1. watch airs where we can. We've got 5 laps to go. We're in the last quarter now. 4 laps to go for Twin Turbo V6. Beige is going to get a loose slide. Here's Multibeagle Dude shuffle just in the back. Shuffle's running and battling for the podium earlier on in the race. Made a big mistake. They're just trying to recuperate and collect what they can. These two race each other like they are. It's going to become very possible. Beige and Beagle and Shuffle now making the way out of the final turn onto the front stretch. Harris getting closed in by Blue Gen, still again not quite in attack range. The battle in the back still raging on. As Twin will make his way across the front stretch into 3 laps to go. You watch the battle in the back as it rages on. Into the hairpin, Shuffle making a dive bomb move on Multi-Beagle Dude. Is it going to work? The two side by side. Beagle trying to fight off from the 15 GMG machine. Cut-wise, Shuffle's got 10 to go, but of course there's only 3 laps left, so things seem to be running fairly clean. Things have locked in. Shuffle's made the move ahead of Multi-Beagle Dude, Beige, and that's target. How about Eris? Eris still keeping Blue Gen off for the time being. Again, this time by when Twin crosses in a short bit, it'll be 2 to go. Shuffle has made up 1 spot. Now he's got another car on his mind. That's going to be Beige 20. Twin Turbo V6 making his way across the front stretch with 2 laps to go. Arisnetta, the second place car. Blue Sonic Gen not too far behind. That was a beautiful exit by Arisnetta held together. Blue Gen's going to have to gain some speed somewhere else. The battle in the back is spread out a little bit. Gap between Blue Gen and Eris is the closest one so far. Twin Turbo V6 with a 13 lap, actually 13 second originally is what I meant to say, but 14 second lead. It's already in the next sectors. These guys just start to enter sector 2. Twin about to enter sector 3, so basically a whole sector gap. So next time by, we'll be seeing the white flag. Meanwhile, Shuffle side by side with Beige 20. As Twin makes his way across the front stretch, white flag in the air, 1 to go. And I believe these guys will still have another lap to get things figured out. Arisnetta, Blue Gen has spread out. Meanwhile, Shuffle side by side with Beige for the top 5. Hopefully looking to at least collect the top 5 by the end of the day. Been a very laggy, very struggle-filled race. As you can see, Twin making his way his final time into the hairpin, all clean. Shuffle peeking ahead of Beige 20, and they will get ahead. So Beige on the rear bumper, Shuffle. Twin Turbo V6 making his way through sector 3 now for the final time. Twin makes his way to the final turn. This is the last race here at Moss Circuit for the year, and your race winner of the Formula Micro feature is Twin Turbo V6. We'll watch the battles as they come up. Aristona's got a whole Blue Sonic Gen up. I think she might just about do it. Yes, she is making her way across the front straightaway. Arisnetta will come across in second place. Blue Gen crossing in third. Fourth place after having to struggle from the back of the field, Gohan. Gohan about to cross into 4th place position. If we can make our way with the cooldown lap. Gohan crosses in 4th place. Now it's between Shuffle and Beige. Shuffle looks to build up the gap, build up the time. Shuffle crosses the line in the 5th place position. Beige in 6th place, and our final finisher of the day, Multi-Beagle Dude, will cross in 7th. If we could make our way into the pit lane. And